I'm gonna give you 3 steps to becoming an authority on social media so you can start attracting online clients. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Brian Mark and I help personal trainers grow successful online businesses. I've been an entrepreneur for the last 10 years, and in the last 10 years, my business has generated over $15 million in sales. And so what I'm gonna give to you in this video is I'm gonna give you the framework that I've specifically used that has helped me attract thousands and thousands and thousands of clients. And so right now I've worked with over 4,500 online fitness coaches, and I've also worked with over 1,000 online fitness coaching clients when I was an online fitness coach. And so all of the stuff that you're gonna get in this video is a result of all of my cumulative years of experience working with thousands of people. The first thing that you need to understand is that people follow people's story. The first thing that you need to understand is to document your journey. Now, this seems like such a simple idea, but the idea of documentation means that I'm literally documenting everything that I do. I'm documenting my meals, I'm documenting my workouts, I'm documenting my content creation process, and I'm also documenting my mindset and what I do to stay consistent on a day-to-day basis. The truth is that a lot of the stuff that we do as fitness coaches and fitness professionals, it seems really boring for most people, but it's the stuff that actually makes the biggest difference. It's like the small habits, routines, and rituals that we do on a day-to-day basis that allow us to be successful in our fitness journey. A lot of our audience doesn't understand this, and a lot of our audience can follow along with our journey and get inspired by our journey just because we're documenting our process. Now, a really simple example of this is Gary Vaynerchuk.
Instagram, I'm so sorry, I haven't posted all fucking day. I'm just busy as shit.
One of the reasons that I fell in love with Gary Vee is because he started putting out content where he was documenting everything that he was doing on a day-to-day basis. And I fuck with that. I really resonate with that idea. So that documentation and showing up and showing the parts of your life that you might not be used to sharing and just documenting what you're doing on social media is a really great way for people to follow along with your journey and start to trust you as an authority. Number 2, being consistent regardless of circumstance. Now, I get it, life gets hard, right? You might have a breakup that you go through, you might not be feeling it, you might be anxious, you might be sad, you might be frustrated, your content might not be hitting. If you want to become an authority on social media, you need to be consistent regardless of circumstance. Michael Jordan doesn't just show up for basketball games. Michael Jordan showed up for every single practice. He was the first one on the court, the last one to leave. Kobe Bryant is known for his work ethic. The reason that Kobe Bryant became an authority is because he was the type of person that would practice 2 times a day for 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. That's what it takes. And so consistent regardless of circumstance means that it doesn't matter if you have a death in the family, it doesn't matter if you're dealing with depression, it doesn't matter if you're dealing with anxiety, it doesn't matter if you get into a car accident, it doesn't even matter if you're in the hospital. Consistent regardless of circumstance means that no matter the circumstance, you find a way to get the work done. The truth is that the reason that you haven't been successful yet is because when you're feeling great, you're on top of your shit. When you're feeling great, you're in momentum. When you're feeling great, you go to the gym. But then when you have an off day, you use that as a reason to sleep in. When you have an off day, you use that as a reason to eat shitty food. When you're not feeling good about yourself, you use that as a reason not to work on your mindset because you don't want to work on those thoughts that are actually dark and holding you back. Consistent regardless of circumstance means that you create an action plan for social media, and I would heavily encourage you to post at least 5 times a week on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. You create an action plan for social media and you post on those platforms and you show up no matter what. One of my clients literally went through a breakup with her fiance when she found out that something was going on in her personal life, went through a breakup with her fiance, and despite breaking up with her fiance that she'd been living with, she posted on social media every single day for the next 3 months, and she ended up making $35,000 per month every month because she was consistent. And so I really want you to understand that if being consistent regardless of circumstance means that you become a no matter what person. Most people are conditional motherfuckers. You need to become a no matter what motherfucker. A conditional person shows up when it's convenient. A conditional person shows up when the conditions are optimal. A no matter what person is the type of person that gets the work done even when it's inconvenient, even when they're tired, even when they don't feel like it, and they show up with energy, passion, and enthusiasm for everything that they do. And so if you want to become an authority on social media, then you need to become a no matter what person when it comes to your actions. And the third and most important way to become an authority on social media, it's called learning and sharing. I think that the reason that a lot of people don't put themselves out there on social media is they're like, oh, I need to learn more, or I need to get more information, or I'm not enough of an authority, or I'm not certified enough, or I'm not credentialed enough, or I don't have this knowledge, or I don't have this certification. I get it. And if I compare myself to somebody like Dr. Layne Norton when it comes to nutrition and training, etc., I would never post online because he's so much farther ahead than me. But instead of saying to yourself that you need to be at the top of the mountain in order to guide people up the mountain, what you need to realize is that there's people that are 15 steps behind you that you could be helping with your knowledge. And so I think it's your responsibility. I think it's your obligation. I think it's your moral compass to always be learning and like pushing for that next level if you want to be an authority, and also reaching down the rung and helping the next person up. So it's like I'm looking up to see who I can learn from and what kind of like knowledge and insight that I can gain from people that are more advanced than me. And then I'm constantly sharing what I'm learning with the people that are coming up below me. And that's really what having a mentor does. Like that's even for me, now that I'm making $10 million a year, I'm hiring mentors that are making $20 million a year so that I can learn the strategies, the mindsets, and the tactics that they're using to get themselves to $20 million a year so that I can pass those strategies, mindsets, and tactics down to the people who are making 5K, 10K, 20K, 30K, 50K, 100K a month, right? So me, as a mentor and as an authority on social media, I'm always climbing for the next level. And because I'm always climbing for the next level, I'm always gaining new and valuable insights. And then as I'm learning them, I'm passing those insights down to the next person that's coming up. So you always need to be documenting and like learning and sharing and learning and sharing. And not only is that a benefit to your audience, but that's also a benefit for you, because the retention rate of when you actually learn something and you teach it is 95%. So if you learn something and then you teach that thing that you learned, you retain 95% of that information. And so not only are you going to benefit your audience, but you're also going to benefit yourself. So the 3 things that are going to make you an authority on social media is documentation daily and showing every part of your life. Number 2 is being consistent regardless of circumstance, and you become a no matter what person. And number 3 is you're learning and sharing and you're documenting your journey as you're climbing to new heights and you're reaching down to help the next person up. Hope this was valuable. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Hopefully you got some value. If you did, and you want to learn more about how me and my team can help you scale your online fitness business to $10,000 a month, DM me 10K on Instagram at TheRealBrianMark for more information, and I'll reach out to you to see if I can help you grow an online coaching business.